Oh, hello there. We're gonna do something fun today, different than usual. Different? Different, you say? Different how? Well, first of all, where am I looking? I don't usually vlog with my phone. This is weird. We need to make tea, guys. That's the first thing we need to do. It's gonna be Earl Grey tea, and if you don't know what that means, Earl Grey tea was a gift from the gods. Yes, it is time. Pour yourself some tea. We're gonna carve some pumpkins. Feel free to get your own pumpkin if you'd like. If not, feel free to just join me for some chats, some Q&A, some stories, and a whole lot of whatever's gonna happen. Jeez. What do you think of the outfit? You like it? Good. Hopefully you said yes, because I said good, and I guess I should say hello. Hey guys. What's up? It's Ansley. How are you? How are you? Hopefully things are good. Hopefully you've been well. In this video today, we are gonna get spooky. We're gonna be carving pumpkin. And we are gonna be doing some Q&A from some questions from the lovely audience. And also some chats, some catching up. I have some spooky stories for you. This is probably too big of a knife for this, but this is what I have. So we're just gonna be careful. And also don't take any knife use, pumpkin cutting, carving tips from me, because I am not the person that should be the example. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so it's October. Okay, it is October. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling spooky. I feel like October's going a little too quick this year. I'm not happy about that. Let's kick off a question. First one, why the new content? Why indeed? The new content as in more of the cozy, like slow videos, I would assume is the question. Or maybe you're asking why I came back. I'll answer both. Why the videos in terms of the slow cozy stuff? Those are the kind of videos I always wanted to make on YouTube, but I didn't possess the skills, or at least I didn't think I did, or the time. Because in the years I was away from YouTube, I really uncovered the importance of moving slowly and making the most of the moment. And so I like to share that now. And it was always like videos that I liked to watch that, like, after a long day they would calm me down. So I'm trying to create that same vibe for you guys and also for myself, because I want to create the content that I want to see, kind of thing. If you're asking why I came back to YouTube, I did address that in my coming back to YouTube video, but to sum it up briefly, I was going through a lot for several years. That was too much to handle. Now I am free and I am so happy to be sharing all the stuff that I wanted to share the whole time. So there's that. Oh, look! Oh, I'm gonna need a spoon, or am I just going in? Like, am I, you know? No. Okay. Have you ever experienced a paranormal? I've experienced many paranormals. My channel used to be strictly paranormal. I used to do investigations all the time, and then over the years it kind of just evolved. And it's not that I don't like paranormal anymore, like, even though I don't make as many videos about it now, but it's just different things. When I first started, it was more about me learning with the equipment. Now, over the years, I've really developed my intuition a lot, so now it's like anything related to spirits now, I kind of just talk to them through my intuition, my abilities, that kind of stuff. And so that's where it's changed, so I don't make as many, like, videos about going on investigations, but I do still love all of the paranormal stuff. Started out like paranormal with me and a friend, and it was like goofy stuff, but it was also like serious investigations, but we also just kind of made it like a funny vlog channel for a long time. And then that changed to me just doing the investigations with Spirit Dude. And then that changed to doing like witchy videos and more stuff based around that. And then we evolved to this is what you get when channels evolve. Do you guys have like a favorite spoon, or is that just me? For the record, that is not this one. This is too big of a spoon. It stresses me out. I don't know if Ugh. This right here. This right here is a vibe right now. Unbelievable amounts of spooky vibes are going on right now. What's your favorite scary movie? I didn't know this was Ghostface on the phone here. I guess what do you define as scary? What's scary in this day and age, right? Like, the living scare me more than the dead, I'll say that. I don't really have a scary movie that like scares me, if that's the question. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. Am I reading into it too much? Am I? I enjoy a good spook. I'm one of those people that can put a spooky movie on and fall asleep. One of those psychopaths. Hello. Where's my tea? What am I doing? I don't want it. Classic original Halloween. I liked the first Scream. That's about it. I enjoyed the Conjuring movies, even though they are not accurate. Oh, the Psycho movies, those are good. But I do like a lot of cutesy Halloween stuff. Like, I love all the old Disney original spookies. I also really like Over the Garden Wall. I know it's not a movie, but oh my god. Mention, if you haven't seen it, see it. I don't know, you ask me anything of like what I like, it's gonna be just all of it blank noise, like computer trying to load noise. So, the answer is... What is the answer? This part is taking the majority of the day. The next question was funny. It says, what do you do in your daily life? That is the question, isn't it? What does one do? What does an Ansley do in their daily life? Many a thing. It's hard to have a serious conversation when I got pumpkin guts on my hand. How do you answer that question? I don't know. Work, create, and I would say hobbies. Why am I showing you the pumpkin hole? I don't know, but I feel like that's not right for the pumpkin. I'm a writer and I love doing videos as well. So there's that. I also like to sketch. I do a lot of journaling. I also love to spend time in nature. I love to knit. I love to sew. I love to play piano. I'm a huge gamer. I love to read. This has become hobby talk. Welcome to my hobby talk. Good to see you. I also do meditating and spiritual practices every day. I forgot to throw that in there. And that's usually what it looks like in the evenings. It's quite a nice way of life, I feel like, you know? Okay, guys, what are we thinking for the face? Are we gonna make it look like me? I don't know how we do that. Okay, let's hop into another story here. So I had an interesting experience lately. This is not like spooky, but it's interesting, it's spiritual. I was filming some videos outside and I was lugging my camera around and everything was totally fine. Everything was fine. I got into my house and I had a previous traumatizing bee experience this year and I had an unfortunate encounter in the woods. So I've been very careful to avoid the bees. I got inside and I set my camera down and I'm like chilling. And then I hear all this buzzing on top of my head and I was like, it's a bee. I was done for. But I was so stressed in the moment that I just freaked out, and I don't usually get stressed about bugs, but it was because I had that recent bee experience. Anyway, I brushed my hair and I was like, this huge bug fell on the ground. It was like this big and it was a dragonfly. And I was like, bro, how long have you just been chilling on my head? And it seemed like he couldn't fly, and so I was like, oh no. Did I like hurt him? I did like all this research on dragonflies. I said to like put them in a container with, you know, holes and everything, give them some water, put leaves in there. So I built this whole terrarium and I sat with him for hours and I was so worried that he was just gonna die, and I care about stuff like that a lot. My camera ran out of memory. So I was yapping for a while and I don't know where we stopped. The dragonfly started to fly in the container. I went and let him go and he went into a tree and he sat there for a while. Long enough for me to get really up close and get like some nice videos, but what do you think this meant? Like how do you figure out the meaning behind a dragonfly landing on your head and then just hanging out with you for the day? Like what's the meaning behind it? Also, like, we missed out on this progress. Look at this progress that I made. The camera tried to sabotage us on this progress. It's quite a pumpkin here. Okay, next question. You mentioned You're a gamer, what games have you been playing? A lot. How am I gonna cut a nose? This is quite a big knife for a nose. My nose! Maybe just a little nose. Silk Song, I love it, but oh my god, that is literally the hardest game I've ever played in my life, and I stand by that. That is the most difficult game I've ever played in my life. I will keep playing it. Do I love the pain? Am I addicted to it? Ghost of Yotei. A lot of new ones, but I've also been playing like a lot of old ones. Like I was just replaying Red Dead Redemption, which is like one of my favorite games ever. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing, doing the fall stuff on there. I could sit here all day in this game, so we might have to have a separate video for that. People have asked since I left YouTube, Ansley, have you changed? Tell me, based on this, what do you think? Ah. You know, you'd think that was planned a bit, but it's not. That actually hurt. Alright, I got another story for you. This one's quite interesting. This year, I don't remember what month it was, maybe it was May or April, but there was a Friday the 13th, and you know, everybody's always like, oh, Friday the 13th, this is a spooky number, it's just a scary day. No, at least not in my belief spiritually. It's actually a very lucky number, to be honest. And there was this energy I kept feeling that I was like, feeling like something was calling to me kind of thing. And then I had the weirdest experience where I went outside and on this table that was in my yard was a perfect wasp nest. It was about this big. And it was on this table and I was like, what? Where did that come from? Like, it was in the center of this table. How did it get here? People know that I'm the one, if they find a wasp nest or like a interesting looking rock or a pine cone, they knew who to call, okay? My neighbors, I asked them, I was like, did you leave this here for me? And like, no. And then the rest of that day, I kept finding them. Perfect wasp nests everywhere. Different sizes and everything. And they would just be all over my path everywhere I went. At the end of the day, I counted that I had found like 13 of them on Friday the 13th. So what do you guys think about that? What does that mean? Like, I obviously, at the time, I look into all these things, and it was very relevant, the energy of, like, wasps and things in my life at the time. So it's interesting, but what do you guys make of that? Next question. A lot of questions about games. I guess because I've been posting a little bit about that on my social media. This one is about if I will post any game videos on here. Is that something you guys would want to see? I have like a separate page where I'm trying to build up a little hobby page of stuff like that. But I do have a Twitch. I started streaming on Twitch this year. I was streaming like 3 times a week. So you can follow me on Twitch. It's the same username, thenightbloomingwitch. And I do a lot of gaming there. But I do also make YouTube videos of gaming on a separate channel. I'll link all that below. But if you guys want to see more stuff like that on this page, I can do that here instead. It doesn't really matter. Just as long as you guys are happy. Left arm. Oh god! Okay, back to work. Everything's fine. Maybe I shouldn't have increased the spooks. I maybe might have ruined it for myself. Leg.
It's your grandma.
Grandma, no. I'm tired of this, Grandma. There's no need to have any issue here. Grandma, we really don't need the knife. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have spoken back to you. No, don't do that, Grandma, no! Stop. Turn that back on. Just turn that back on, please. My question to you guys while I do this, since I was reading some of your questions, what kind of things do you want to see on this channel? Now that I'm back, nothing's off limits. Well, some things are still off limits. But we can have fun here. I just want this to be a fun channel where we can just have fun and relax and be cozy. But I also want it to be, you know, educational too. I'm gonna recreate some of my old videos. I want to see more of these kind of vlogs where we just sit and talk about life. I forgot about my tea! I just realized, or just more, I don't know, I'm gonna do all of it, so like, if you ask me what's next, this is what you're gonna get. This is what's next. This is what's happening, okay? The little spook that could. That is me right now. What is your guys' favorite thing to do for Halloween? Because for me, I've never been one of those people who goes to parties. If you can't tell. I thrive best in solo situations. I like to set up an altar, do rituals, spend time with ancestors and family and such. So that's my main focus I do every year, and then I like to take time to, you know, carve turnips usually and pumpkins and just hang out, watch some spooky stuff, play some spooky games. But what do you guys like to do? What are some of your favorite Halloween festivities? I think this year I'm planning on doing all of that. And also maybe making like some pumpkin bread or something like that. That sounds fun. Ready for the reveal? Eee! Is it cute? Is it cute? Did I do a good job? There's still some strings in there. I don't want to hear it, okay? Maybe the pumpkin likes it like that. Where's your face? There we go. Cute! Why is this match so long? This is just like, come on. What do you gotta prove? What are you trying to prove here, Match? Joffrey, you're not even in the frame. Get it together. This is your moment. Look at you. No, I don't think it's dark enough. My light is too bright on here, so you're just gonna have to believe me when I say it's pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for the questions, anybody who submitted one. Let me know what you're doing for Halloween or Samhain or any of that, and let me know how you are in general. What's up? Are you playing games? What are you doing? Okay, I'll see you guys next time. I love you guys. Have a great day. I don't know why I did finger guns, and bye!